If you want more of an all-around gun, this is probably one of the best guns in the entire game to just do that, because it has good min damage. It is actually insane min damage. This is a PDW. Really bad for long range because... Wait, what? Have a nice day. So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you some of the best guns you probably haven't used in Phantom Forces. And keep in mind, of course, some people have used these before. Comment down below which of these you have, but there are probably a bunch of guns that you haven't tried before and are pretty good. For assault rifle, we have a gun that a lot of new players probably don't use anymore. This has always been an underrated gun, but now it's extremely underrated because of the nerf. And this is the L85A2. If you're an older player, you probably used it when it was super meta, but even then it was kind of underrated because a lot of people said it was the best assault rifle in the game, but for some reason people didn't use it because basically it could 4-shot kill at any range before and had 700 RPM, pretty low recoil, and that made it more or less the best assault rifle in the entire game. It's fallen off a little bit since then, and it's not very popular, so if you're a low rank, you probably haven't tried it. I recommend you give it like just a little bit of a try. I'm not going to say it's the best assault rifle in the game or anything anymore, but like it is kind of up there. I'd say it's probably one of the better assault rifles in the game. A battle rifle you might not have used before, and this has probably been one of the most underrated guns in the entire game, in my opinion, for a while. I've been talking about it since before they nerfed it and before they buffed it, and back when it was really unpopular and not very great, but now it's a really good gun. It did get a bit of a nerf, but it's still kind of insane. One of my favorite guns. Used to be my favorite gun in the game, but I kind of don't like it as much now, but I'm finally getting back into the gun. That's the G3. The G3 is a really powerful battle rifle with absolutely massive headshot damage. Is this gun not used? Nah, there's people that use it, but like probably one of the least battle rifles I've seen in the game just because I don't see it that often. I don't know. It is a good gun, but you might have used it before. Battle rifles are kind of popular now, which is good because I feel like battle rifles have always been one of the most insane classes in the game. They have kinda a little bit of recoil, but they're usually pretty fast firing and they do massive damage, have massive pen. They're some of the best guns in the game. Basically just, you know, big assault rifles. They all do like at least 40 damage and probably around 25 to 30 over range, which makes them really good. The only problem is, oh no, they have 20 bullets instead of 30. Oh no. But I'm glad that they're actually like super in the meta now. Really powerful gun. I don't use it as much anymore, but as you can see, I did use it a lot in the past. A lot of people do know about the sniper, but I think more people need to be using it, and that is the SVU. I see the occasional low rank with this gun, and usually they kill me like a lot for some reason, which makes a lot of sense because the SVU is probably one of the best guns for sniping in the entire game if you can hit your headshots. But even if you can't, it's still really good. It has 150 RPM. It can 2-shot anywhere on the body at any range, but it can 1-shot to the head to like 250 studs. So basically like all ranges except like extreme ranges. But even if you don't hit the head, you got 150 RPM, which is still quite a bit, but also you can 2-shot anywhere at any range. And if you think about that, basically it's going to headshot kill in most scenarios. And at medium range, if you think about it, if you're not hitting the head, it doesn't matter because it has more RPM than another sniper rifle would. So basically a medium sniper rifle is actually going to have similar hits to kill to this gun. However, of course it doesn't have the torso kill, but minus that for medium range, it literally doesn't matter because in medium range, a sniper rifle like the Remington, the AWM, probably not going to be able to 1-shot, but this will be able to 1-shot head just like the AWM can. It has 150 RPM, so that's why it's extremely powerful. The only problem with it is that unlike other sniper rifles, this is not something that you can really crutch for close range because it can't 1-shot to the body. It's a little bit annoying to use in close range, but is it a great gun? Yes, it's such a good gun. I heavily recommend this gun. If you haven't tried it out, use it because it is really good. Even there, like it is a 2-shot and has 150 RPM. Not really that great in terms of TTK, but if you do hit that second shot, you're not too bad and just like hit your heads again. You'll see LMGs across the board, so I'm not really going to do an LMG. And for PDW, I want to do a low rank one, but a lot of the low rank ones are pretty well used. However, there's one pretty interesting gun that a lot of people aren't using that's actually really good. The UMP45 is pretty well known. However, I don't see a lot of people using the UMP40. The UMP40 has 32 to 24 damage, meaning that this is hitting for L85 min damage at any range. The only issue is that it has that 4-shot up close, which is not really that great for 650 RPM, but it does 32, which means that you hit one headshot, it's a 3-shot. So go for the head, and if you hit one headshot over range, it's going to be a 4-shot at any range. And also you get a little bit of extra RPM, velocity, and magazine capacity with this gun. So this becomes more of a spec'd out long range PDW. Because if you think about it, if you hit the one headshot, it has the same hits to kill as the default gun. However, it has 50 more RPM, so better TTK if you're hitting that single headshot. And with the compensator, pretty good recoil. Is it the most accurate gun of all time? No, but it's actually pretty accurate. And this thing kind of hits like a truck when it comes to long range because 24 min is kind of insane. It is kind of a skill-based conversion. It does work better over range, but in close range, it's not really going to be a direct upgrade or even like a very good conversion if you really think about it. You gotta hit that headshot. Otherwise, the UMP45 is going to simply just be better. But as you can see, medium range-wise, the RPM is not great or anything, but it has that handling, it has that accuracy, and it has that min damage. It makes it really good. I don't think it's necessarily the best conversion in the game, but it's probably one that you have never used, and I do recommend it. The MP45 you might have used before, but if you want more of an all-around gun, this is probably one of the best guns in the entire game to just do that, because it has good min damage. It is actually insane min damage. This is a PDW. And over range, yeah, it beams. I don't know, man. It's a really good conversion. Not amazing, but very good. The other gun I see quite a bit, but only with a conversion, is the L2A3. The L2A3 is a really good gun. The ZX7 is also extremely good, but I actually kind of prefer this one, I'm not gonna lie. The L2A3 can 2-shot to the head to about 60 studs, which is pretty good. It has 550 RPM, and it has 24 min, so it's a little bit like the UMP40. It doesn't have as good RPM, however, it has the good max damage and good min damage, an extra large magazine capacity, and most importantly about this gun that makes it extremely good, that it has 2000 velocity. I don't know why, but it has 2000 velocity, which is really good. That's better than the UMP40 and significantly better than the UMP45. And also, we gotta talk about that hipfire, man. It's so good. I'm not even running a hipfire setup. You could run like a vertical grip and have such good hipfire. It's just a very accurate gun overall, and it's really, honestly, I like it more than the UMP. I'm not gonna lie. And it also has pretty good pen. I don't know why, because it is like a 9mm gun. But like, good hipfire. Okay. Get real. So if you have this gun and you're like, I guess I should buy the ZX7 or whatever 45 ACP conversion, maybe think twice before doing that, because not only does this have way better recoil and better hipfire, it also has better velocity than the ZX7, and it has better min damage. So this thing falls off less hard, even though it has, you know, less recoil. So it's actually a significantly better long-range gun. And for 34 rounds, the reload is honestly pretty nice. A pistol you probably never used, and maybe for good reason, but maybe not, is the KG99. Now, the KG99 is a bit of a weird pick for a pistol because it has a little bit of an issue when it comes to damage, but it's very accurate. If you can fire a gun really quickly, this is probably the best pistol in the game. It has 850 RPM for some reason, and can 3-shot to 5-shot, has a 32-round extended magazine, and plenty of reserve even with the extended mag. But if you want basically a Glock 17, but just a little bit better in terms of RPM, then this is actually really good. It actually has 70 more RPM, but since I suck at clicking fast, I'm pretty trash with it. But it's a good all-range pistol because of how accurate it can be. It has a full stock, it has an extended mag, which is pretty cool. I do like the fact that it's pretty attachment friendly. But yeah, definitely not going to be the star pistol of any loadout unless you really love to run a semi-auto pistol. But as you can see, for semi-auto pistols, it's very good. Ah, you tried to trick shot. Machine pistols are pretty popular overall, but there's one that you use if you're an older player to the game, or you used one time and don't like, and that's the 93R. This gun definitely fell off once they added a burst delay to it, but it can actually be really good because it can one burst to the body. It also has extreme RPM. The issue with it is that it has a bit of a burst delay, but not like a ton, so you can't really fire it at 1100 RPM. You used to be able to do that, and that made it literally the best secondary in the entire game for a bit. And yeah, because of that, I have like 400 kills on the gun. It's really bad for long range because... Wait, what? Have a nice day. Yeah, it's pretty bad for long range because I guess you can put it on semi-auto, and then it's not too bad for long range, but it's really not going to be your go-to semi-auto pistol because it has a bit of recoil, because they're like, okay, machine pistol will give it a lot of recoil. Even in semi-auto, it's like trying to tap fire the M231. Technically, you're only firing one bullet, so it shouldn't have that much recoil, but if you actually try to tap fire the M231, you'll realize it has a lot of recoil per shot. It's not just the fact that it has 1200 RPM, they also gave it like... Okay, this gun actually kind of goes. Definitely not as good as it used to be, but yeah, I actually do recommend you try this out again. Is it the worst machine pistol? Actually, probably not. I kind of think it's better than the Tech 9 again. And that's because, you know, the Tech 9, it does like 4 damage at this point. Tech 9 is going to be like a 5, almost a 6 shot, down to a 7 shot, so really bad hits to kill. Yeah, it's got like a lot of RPM and technically better TTK than this, but this has really good ammo consumption. And if you really think about it, don't use the Tech 9. Like, why would you use the Tech 9? The MP1911 9mm exists, which is kind of just like a Tech 9, but good recoil and not the best damage, but way better than the Tech 9 damage. Other, we have one that I don't see very often, maybe because it's such a high rank, but it's the Obres. The Obres is a really powerful bolt action rifle. That's a semi-automatic gun, secondary gun, I mean, but it can one-shot headshot at any range. It has kind of bad drop, but with long barrel, it's not like awful drop, it's just like not that great. This gun is honestly kind of cracked. Probably one of the best secondaries in the entire game because like it's 90 RPM, 5 shots up to 10 if you want it. Pretty good handling overall, and it can one-shot at any range. Basically like a Steyr Scout with a little bit more drop. Anyways, gamers, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below which of these you've used before. Of course, there are people that have used every gun in this game, so they're gonna be like, actually, I used these guns before. Comment down below any other underrated guns, but I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day.